It's recommending your next movie, it's protecting your bank account, and it might even be helping you pick out the perfect gift. Artificial intelligence. It's not science fiction anymore, it's just part of our everyday lives. So how on earth did this happen so fast? Let's break it all down.
Think about it. Just a few years back, AI was the stuff of movies. Now, it's personalizing your social media, it's helping you shop, and it's even fighting things like cyberbullying. So, what's the deal? How did AI leap from the research lab into our daily lives, seemingly overnight? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out.
Okay, so let's get on the same page real quick. What even is AI? At its heart, it's all about making computer systems smart. We're talking about giving them the ability to do things that normally require human intelligence. Things like learning from experience, reasoning through problems, and making decisions.
For a long time, AI was basically a super smart analyst, just crunching data that already existed. But then, something shifted. A whole new breed of AI came onto the scene that could not only analyze information, but could actually create new things from scratch. And that, my friends, is generative AI.
So yeah, generative AI is the creative one in the family. It learns from these absolutely massive piles of data, and from all that learning, it can generate brand new, original content. We're talking emails, computer code, even images that look stunningly realistic. It's a creator.
Now, this incredible creative power was mostly locked away in research labs. That is, until one specific tool came along and just blew the doors wide open for everybody.
And that tool was ChatGPT. When OpenAI released this thing back in 2022, it was like a light switch flipped for the entire planet. This simple, easy-to-use chat window is what really kicked off the AI revolution we're all living through right now.
But what does CGPT even stand for? It sounds super technical, but it's actually pretty straightforward. C is for chat, because you talk to it. G is for generative, because it creates new content. P is for pre-trained, which just means it did all of its homework on a massive data set before we ever got to use it. And the T, that's for transformer. That's just the underlying tech that lets it understand context and the relationship between words, which is why it can write in a way that sounds so surprisingly human.
All right, so we've got a handle on the technology. Now for the really fun part. How are businesses actually putting this stuff to work? From helping you find the perfect toy to protecting your money, AI is totally reshaping the corporate world.
So take Lego. They've got this chatbot they call Ralph, and it's basically a virtual gift advisor. You answer a few questions, and Ralph gives you these personalized recommendations. The result? A 3.4 times higher return on their ad spend. That's a huge deal.
Or think about a platform like Instagram. We all know its AI is working to personalize our feeds in the ads we see, but it's also doing really important work in the background, like automatically detecting and flagging potential cyberbullying.
And then you've got North Face. Their chatbot is like having a personal shopper who never sleeps. It's there 24/7, ready to help you find the exact right gear for whatever you need, just like a real expert in the store would.
Now, these chatbots are pretty impressive, right? But honestly, some of the most profound impacts AI is having are happening behind the scenes in places that customers never even see.
For example, in massive warehouses and factories, you've got these autonomous mobile robots, or AMRs, zipping around. They're handling inventory, they're helping with assembly, and they're working right alongside human employees to make everything way more efficient. And in the world of finance, AI is essentially your account's personal bodyguard. It analyzes your spending habits in real time, and if something looks even a little bit suspicious, it flags it instantly to stop potential fraud. That's a level of security a human could just never achieve at that scale. So, with AI becoming this common, a whole new skill is suddenly becoming absolutely essential: knowing how to talk to it. This is what people are calling the art of the prompt.
Prompt engineering sounds fancy, but all it really means is the skill of writing clear and effective instructions to get the AI to give you the response you actually want. Think of it this way: the better the prompt you write, the better the result you're going to get. For instance, if you just give a vague prompt like, write a blog post about our new product, you're going to get a pretty generic, useless result. But look at the difference if you get specific. Write a 500-word blog post for marketing professionals explaining the benefits of our new CRM. You specify the audience, the tone, the key points, and you get something you can actually use.
Okay, so we've talked about all the amazing power and potential here. But like with any hugely powerful technology, AI brings with it some really big questions and some serious challenges that we absolutely need to talk about.
The companies that create these tools, like OpenAI, they have really ambitious goals. Their official mission is to make sure that this AI benefits all of humanity. But is it really that simple?
Well, there's some really important fine print. First up, privacy. Anything you type into a public AI can be used to train it, which means it is no longer private. Second, bias. The AI learns from our data, which means it can learn our historical injustices and biases too. And third, accuracy. These things can be confidently wrong. They can produce incorrect information, what people call hallucinations.
This all leads to a really crucial warning. You have to be so careful what you share. Never, ever enter your personally identifiable information. That's stuff like your name, your address, your medical records, into a public AI platform. Because once that data's in there, it's out of your control.
There is absolutely no question that AI is the most powerful new tool to come along in a generation. It is already reshaping our world. So the real question isn't if we're going to use it, but how. Are we truly ready to use it wisely?